done speaking.
No,
Okay.
I have to introduce you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so now I'd like to introduce our speaker today. She has been with Master Gardeners since 2019, and it's probably quicker to say what she hasn't done for the organization, but she's diligent in the garden every Monday. She's served on the executive board, including president and past president. She has also been our plant sale person for the last 2 years. Please welcome Tori.
Okay, today we're going to talk about the plant sale and have a little sneak peek into what's new and wonderful and great. We just got a load of plants in this morning that are absolutely stunning. So we finished with some pictures of those. We have some Gaillardia Arizona Sun. Gaillardia is a great drought tolerant, cold hardy. Pollinators love it. You'll see it a lot in the roadside ditches. It is so tolerant and hardy. So it's a beautiful native and Texas superstar. Stella de Oro is another Texas superstar. Blooms early to mid-summer. Also low maintenance. You do have to divide these every now and then, but not very often. I'm going through these kind of fast if you want me to slow down, because I've got like 40 of these, so we want to get through them here. Liatris alba, blazing star. We just got some of these in this morning, and they're beautiful. They're not in bloom yet, but they're nice, tall, wonderful looking plants. It's also drought hardy, cold tolerant. Blooms midsummer. Another one you'll see a variation of, if not this exact one, growing on the roadside. Mexican mint marigold. Blooms late summer. We have a lot of daisy-like flowers because they do really well with our soils and our temperatures. This one is 16 to 24 inches tall. Heuchera. This is great for a shade. We have two varieties. We have this purple, and then we have one that's kind of a rusty color. 10 to 18 inches tall, so they'd be good towards the front. They're low maintenance. They're not grown really for their flowers. They do get a little flower that does attract pollinators. Late spring through fall bloom. Walker's Low Catmint. This is the one that's in the founder's bed. It's low and spreading, but has the lovely purple, medium kind of purple flower. Blooms March to frost. Drought tolerant. Deeries that don't like it. It's got a very coarse leaf, so the deer don't like to eat it and browse it. 2 to 3 foot spread and 24 to 30 inches tall. We have ours in full sun, and it does great. I have another one in part shade, does just as well, so either one. This is a very close-up of the dwarf Mexican petunia, which everybody knows, or most people are familiar with. It's a very low grower, 6 to 8 inches. Butterflies and pollinators like it. It will spread. Yeah. I never planted it in my yard. I have it everywhere. The neighbors planted it, so just keep that in mind. But it is a Texas superstar, and it is low maintenance. Yes, sir.
Just humor. In the Grand Caymans, there's a town called Hill.
Uh-huh.
And I had pictures to prove that these things even grow in Hill.
Well, there we go. I would believe that. They're not hard to dig up, but they do spread. So they also come in a pink and white, but mostly we have pink and purple at the sale. Plumbago. This is one of my favorites, and you don't see it very often in the nursery itself, like the Lowe's or Home Depot type nurseries. 4 feet tall, 4 to 5 foot spread, has this lovely blue-purple flower that's in almost a ball most of the time, cluster. The butterflies love it. It is a Texas superstar. For those that don't know, Texas superstar means that it has been tested by Texas A&M throughout the state So it is good in all the different types of soils. The state of Texas has the different weather that we have, from the baking hot summers to the frosts and freezes in the winter. And it comes through that really pretty well. A hard freeze and this one will not come back, but for the most part it is perennial and will come back. Just a great plant. Doesn't seem to have any pests. It's just wonderful. Baby sunrose, another one of my favorite ones. I happen to call it Mizu because my neighbor who was from Atlanta called it Mizu, so I call it Mizu. M-E-Z-O-O. But this is a trailing plant. It works fabulous for your spiller on your pots. It will take the hot heat off my concrete pool deck and come back and say, give me more. I mean, it just goes crazy. It will spread. This says 24 inches. I've had them go 36. So they are really a beautiful, and this little flower is maybe, an inch and a half, and it looks like a little straw flower, a little thread flower. Very low maintenance, and just it's a waxy leaf, so it's it is a succulent, I suppose, but very easy to also take starts from, and because it will not live through the winter, but you can take starts. This is another one that's great as a spiller in your pots and loves the heat. This is Volvulus Blue Days. It's also a Texas superstar. It's got that kind of periwinkle blue flower. It does have a 3-foot spread, so it's another spiller, as I said, 9 to 18 inches tall and takes the full sun. It is an annual. It will die back in the winter. First frost will just knock it right out. Henry Dulberg Salvia. This is the most proliferant salvia that we have in the garden. If you've been out to the garden lately, you've seen them in bloom all over out there. The bumbles love them. There are bumblebees in them all the time. 36 inches tall, 36-inch spread. Will bloom all summer. When they all start to fade off, you do give them a shear, usually June and maybe the end of August. Just shear them back, cut all the dead blooms off, maybe take just a couple inches off the plant, and it will come roaring back. Part to full sun. Most of ours are in full sun, and they just love it. Comfrey. Part to full sun, 3 to 4 feet tall, 18-inch spread. It's an herb that has medicinal uses. You can make a tincture or a salve with it. It's very low maintenance. The blooms are not what it's known for as much as its leaves. We do have this one in the garden, in the herb bed, if you want to see what it looks like as a full-grown herb. Daylilies, Lemon Dream, 36 inches tall, 18 inches high. Pollinators like it. We have Quanzo, also about the same size, about the same habitat. It's a beautiful orange. Milkweed. They told us we were getting this one. I think they actually sent us tropical milkweed, but we do have milkweed at the sale. Holly ferns. This is another great shade plant. 18 to 24 inches tall, 2 to 3 foot spread, Texas superstar. So it really can take some drought for a dry shade spot. Has a dark green glossy leaf. It's really, really pretty. The lighter green that you see in this picture is the new growth. The older growth will be you can just see kind of towards the center of that picture, will be a dark green. Another shade plant, variegated bear's breeches. I have no idea how they came up with that name. But it's a shade lover, 3 to 4 feet tall, 3 to 4 foot spread. This is quite a large plant, but very, very pretty with the double color, the two-tone in the shade. That white really stands out. Does have a bloom, really not known for that as much as the leaves. This is its less flashy partner that's just all green, but equally as beautiful. They're very shiny leaves too, so it's really pretty. Gets quite large though. You have to have a large spot for it. Cast iron plant, another one that's fairly tall, shade, 2 to 3 feet tall, 1 to 2 feet wide, has a large strappy leaf. And so it's known for its leaves, not really its flowers. It's very drought tolerant, very hardy. And you can grow it as a house plant if you like. Leopard plant is another one for shade. 1 to 3 feet tall, 1 to 3 foot spread. So named because the leaf looks like a tractor seat. There we go. Ideal for like a woodland garden. Texas betony. It's a Texas native. Has a similar flower appearance to a salvia, but it is a different family. 1 to 3 feet tall, 2 to 3 foot spread, a Texas native. The bees and the hummingbirds especially, anything that's a red tubular flower, we know the hummingbirds go crazy for. So this would be a great one if you're doing a hummingbird garden. Lantana, New Gold. New Gold is a Texas superstar. It does really, really well here. 2 to 3 feet tall, 3 to 4 spread. Full sun, low maintenance, drought tolerant. Everybody likes it. It's just a great plant. This is another Lantana Chimera. This is a two-color, pink and yellow. Some of those look more orange and yellow, but most of them are pinkish and yellow. 12 to 26, 12 to 24 inches wide. Also low maintenance and a great pollinator. And drought tolerant. These are also great in pots. They really do well for a patio pot. Carex bowls, golden sedge, grasses. We don't have a lot of grasses in the sale. This is one of them. Part to full sun, 2 to 3 feet tall, 2 to 3 foot spread. It has a yellow leaf with a green margin. Doesn't really show up very well in this picture, but it does have a darker green on the edges, so it's got kind of a two-tone color. And you just cut that back and it'll come roaring back in the summer. Hardy red hibiscus, fabulous plant. This is different than the tropical hibiscus you get at the market. Am I talking loud enough? I never did ask. Everybody can, no, I'm not talking loud enough. Okay, turn it up. All right, hardy red hibiscus, so that's in the rose mallow family. It takes sun. It is a very large plant. 4 to 5 feet high, 2 to 3 feet wide, and I've seen it go wider. Mine is about 4 feet wide. But the blooms are the size of a 10-inch, if you think like those plates over there, about 10 inches, that's the size of the bloom. And they're just stunning. This is a solid red, as opposed to some of them are a two-tone, but this is a solid red. And
Is that the Moy Grande?
this is Lord Baltimore. Starfish cactus. This is an interesting plant. This is a succulent. It gets the arms you can see in the back, and then it will get this starfish looking flower that is again large, about again an 8 to 10 inch bloom. An interesting fragrance is an understatement, okay? They are pollinated by flies, and we all know the smells that flies like. Do not put this next to your patio table where you eat your dinner. It smells like rotting meat, okay? But it doesn't extend very far, but it's not a very pleasant smell. But it is a very unusual plant, and people love it. So we do have those.
Go inside for the winter?
If you have it in a protected area, it will survive, but it generally would prefer to be babied a little in the winter. So a pot would be best, something that's a little mobile.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Celeste fig. These are great. They can be grown in a pot. They're very sweet fruit, 7 to 10 feet tall and wide, full sun to part shade. They ripen in July. Primrose jasmine, 5 to 10 foot mound. They're quite large, rambling and open, so they're not. If you're a neat gardener and you like everything in nice, neat, rounded shapes, this is probably not your plant. It likes to just kind of lay about and round over. You can make it climb if you want, and it is fragrant. Copper Canyon daisy, deer resistant. Bees and butterflies love it. It will bloom all summer. It is tends to be a nice rounded looking plant. Midnight blue buddleia. We have some of these. The butterflies, because it's also known as a butterfly bush, they love this one. 3 to 5 feet high and 3 to 5 feet wide. Does like sun. Again, it's not a nice, neat shaped bush. It can be kind of rangy looking. So if you are a clipped hedge person, that might not be your best bet. But some say Gara, I say Guara, either one. Whirling butterflies, full sun. This has the green part of the plant is smaller and more compact, and it sends out these 2 to 3 foot flower spikes. And they have a 5-petal flower that when the wind blows, they tend to look like butterflies, hence its name. It is loved by bees and butterflies. It makes a great cut flower. It looks particularly beautiful if you have like a Belinda's Dream rose, and then you have this light, airy plant in with your arrangement. It's just gorgeous. April to frost bloom. Chocolate flower. Love these, love these, love these. They are 12 to 15 inches high, 18 to 24 wide, very drought tolerant, very hardy, grow on the side of the road in the bar ditch. They smell like hot chocolate. You come out in the morning and you get this whiff of hot chocolate, and it's just fabulous. They do close up in the afternoon, kind of like a sunflower does. They do tend to close, so it's mainly the morning when they are open and have that fragrance, but they are wonderful. Love them. They grow really well from seed. More plants, more plants. I'm talking too fast because we're already towards the end here. We have some annuals this year. The bottom, let's see, the bottom left that you kind of see a pointy leaf, that is a sweet potato vine. We have some artemisia, we have geraniums, we have evolvulus blue days on the back left, and bluebonnets on the back right. Then we have some zinnias. Those two bicolor ones in the front, yellow with the darker center, are zinnias, which are kind of interesting. And then we have what people normally think of as zinnias right next to it. We have some coravincas. We have some, I guess we'll call them pink heart there on the back left. They used to be called something else, and we've changed the name now to, I believe, pink heart or purple heart, or somebody said they were wandering dudes now, but yeah, whichever. Okay, so we all know which one I'm talking about there. So we do have some wandering dudes, just because it's a funny name. Some Indian rope Hoya. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, pentas. Pentas, I believe, are the other thing in the back there that's multicolored. We have these stunning hanging baskets. They are huge. They are probably 2.5 feet in diameter. I mean, they're Calabrashoa, and then one of them, the one in the back is Calabrashoa and lantana. Then behind that, you can just see the edge of it, we have some mixed foliage. So those are Swedish ivy, you either call them spider plant or airplane plant, depending on where you grew up, and wandering dude, and it seems to me there's one more plant in there, isn't there? Swedish ivy. That's the airplane plant, is the spike for it. Anyway, that gives you an idea what they look like. It's a multi-foliage, multicolored foliage hanging pot. They're a little bit smaller than the Calabrashoa. This is what arrived today from our newest nursery. I am so excited about these. They were absolutely stunning. And I'm sorry I did not get it for those that were planning on being there and waiting to hear from me. We didn't know what time they were coming this morning, so we just happened to be there. But we got a lot of Shasta daisies, oxeye daisies, Monarda. Trying to see what else I have in here. Here, let's just do, oops, no, not that. Not that. Let's do this. There we go. You see them a little better. On the right is the geraniums that we talked about earlier. We have oxeye daisies, Taurus daisies, Monarda, Homestead purple lantana there, the behind the Monarda. I don't know what else we've got in the picture. Oops, I've got to shrink it back. This is another view, some more that we've gotten. We got Nicophia, which is the grass-like one that's in the front there. That's also called red hot poker. So you know what that one looks like. It puts up a flower that looks like a cone, and it looks like the end of a stick if you've been playing in the fire and you've got that red burning embers on it. That's what its flower look like. The leaves are the grassy looking ones there in the front. So that's kind of a fun one we haven't had before. I don't remember. Does anybody remember what the variegated one is called? Gosh. No, don't remember. Okay. Whoop, that was it. Whoop, go back. So those are the plants that we have for the plant sale. I've talked kind of fast. If anybody has any other questions, you want to ask something specific, did you get? I have my lists if you want to know.
You want to talk about Zupu?
Oh, Zupu. Yes.
My favorite topic.
Yes, Zupu. The wonderful thing that is Zupu. For those that don't know, Zupu is a compost that has been created by Silver Creek Materials in combination with the zoo. They take the the poop, okay, the leftovers, the excrement of the herbaceous herbaceous animals at the zoo. So the hippos, the giraffes, the zebras, all the antelope, and all of those types. They take elephants, yep, they take all of that, compost it at their facility, bag it up, and sell it as Zupu. A portion of the proceeds goes back to the zoo. So you're supporting the zoo when you buy Zupu. We will be selling that at the plant sale because we really love it. It is $15 a bag, and so we will have 5 flats of that. Pallets of that for sale at the plant sale. So that's fun too. We will open at 8 o'clock on Saturday, this coming Saturday. People will start lining up at 7:30. And then it will be like Black Friday when we open the gates and they all just come a-running. So it's quite an event. We would love to see everybody there. Any questions? Have I gone too fast? Do you want to see a card again? Yes, ma'am.
What time do you want us there Saturday?
7.
7?
Yeah. If you're working, you'll be there by 7.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about those hours in a bit. But yes.
Carts.
What?
Carts.
Oh, we'll get to that part after in our business part of our meeting. I'll get you the details on those things. But I mean, are there any plant questions? Sorry. Yes.
The plumago, does that spread or does it stays pretty compact as far as in a location?
I have never seen it spread.
No? Okay.
I've never seen it, become invasive or spread or anything like that. It stays pretty much it's kind of a rangy plant because I think it said 3 to 4 feet high. So it's not a nice rounded plant, but it's quite lovely. And it will grow in a pot as well.
And deer don't touch it? No?
Oh, that's good. I would think they would. It's got a smooth leaf. Most deer-resistant ones have the rough leaf, and they just don't like the feel of that on their tongue. But they will eat anything if they're hungry enough.
All the plants will be together, the shade plants, regular
Yes.
plants, there's not gonna be any discrepancy, annuals, they'll all be together.
Yes. Yeah. They'll all be mixed. They'll be alphabetical on the parking lot at 1410 West Pearl, for those that don't know where we're located, our guests. which is where you get your car registration and you go to vote, in the parking lot behind that building. You'll see us back there. We'll be taking up the last 2 rows closest to the demo garden, so we'll be quite a spread. But we will go A to Z on the parking lot. So if you know what you're looking for, there'll be people there wearing lovely blue embroidered aprons. They will be the ones to help you. We are praying that the rain does not start until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We hate to pray against rain, but we just want it to be delayed, but just enough. So
Or is that the Bullbine in the front left corner?
that could be. It's the orangey looking one over there. Yes, I think so.
That was one.
Bullbine Freshens. Bullbine.
Avera Sunrise Orange.
Yeah. Bullbine Frutescens Avera Sunrise Orange. So we tried to get a couple different ones that we have not had before, so just kind of fun to look at them all. And yeah. Anybody? Yes?
The aprons, are you going to distribute them Saturday morning?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anything else? I talk too fast.
They look great. Beautiful.
Okay. Well, then we're
And that last group, stellar plants.
yes.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff came off the truck today.
All of them are, but that one.
So happy.
Yeah.
Yes. All righty. Thank you, everybody.
Price-wise, on the last